Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the T90 Woo map. For those that might be seeing this on YouTube, T90 Woo is the most popular emote on my Twitch channel, and people are going to spam it right now. It's actually what the mini-map looks like. Now, I'd love to pan around and show you all the players and what the map looks like. However, just look at the mini-map for now, and I'm going to go through the settings of this because this is very different and there's a lot to read. So this is from Henk the Super Nerd, the guy who created the map, okay? He said, the map layout looks very nice. All players start with their own little corner, very safe from enemies. The starting area is full of natural resources, so there's plenty of gold, stone, animals, and even one relic per each player. The game will start with a relaxed, slow start to build up your economy, although this will be sped up by the regicide start because you start with extra resources and bonus villagers. The ideal settings to play this map are, and that's what we're doing, King of the Hill, Free-for-all, and Explored. So, again, that's what we're doing here. This is what you need to pay attention to as you watch this game. You need to keep this in mind. All players start with a hero wolf called Tristan, which happens to be my name. This bad boy has 900 HP, regenerates health, and is very strong. Upon death, it explodes and leaves behind a relic. Be careful when fighting with this hero wolf because it acts like a king. If you have no Tristan left, you are defeated. Yeah, so there's me right there. I'm pretty attractive, I think. How do I look, guys? Rate me out of 10. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Anyway, let's keep reading. Players can buy additional Tristans from the monument. What? That means I'm replaceable. I'm not replaceable. Well, apparently I'm replaceable. You can go here and you can purchase more of me. Anyway, because this unit is so extremely strong, it will not be cheap. It is 900 food and 300 gold. You can train it, and it takes a while to produce. If you lose control over the monument while you're training this unit, you will get resources refunded. Gotcha. Okay. All players also start with a palace. It is a special building similar to a castle which allows you to train Saboteur wolves. These cost 90 food, 90 gold to train, and explode upon death after a short delay. They can cause massive damage and will also damage any nearby trees. Alright, so we have to look out for Saboteur wolves as well. The last thing, I hate to read from this list the whole time, but we need to know this. Gaia wolves. Apart from these player-controlled wolves, there are a bunch of hostile Gaia wolves, which I think you see in the center there, guarding the middle of the map. Each of these wolves is called a dire wolf, and they have their own special powers. Henk says, I'm not going to spoil what they can do. Man, is that a mouthful. That is a mouthful, but now we can finally look at the map in more detail. We have Henk in the blue. Henk is playing as the Chinese for this game. This is his palace, by the way. In the gray, we have Wrath. Wrath is playing as the Goths. In the purple, we have Turks for Riot Dash. This is the Riot Dash, the League of Legends caster, and we did not just see him lose Villager to a boar. He'll ask me to edit that out, and I'll have to do it. He has more power than I do. Holy Heart is in the red, playing as the Indians. And then way down to the south of the T90 Woo, we have No Doubt About It. He's playing as the Saracens, and then we have Nushio playing as the Japanese. So as Henk said, players have a pretty peaceful area to start off on. As long as you wall up here, and I believe you can, then maybe you can't. I'm not too sure if you can wall that, but regardless, you have a lot of gold, a lot of stone, and a nice little pocket of space to boom up in. Players will have to chop through to the Woo. So maybe go to the Imperial Age Research Onager and cut through and destroy this emote. It'll probably be a rather long game. You could also train the Saboteur wolves, apparently, to blow up trees, according to that description. I don't know what to say about it, but I love it. I love it. Like, I don't know what the strategy choice is anyway, but I can tell you that I absolutely love this map. This is great from Henk to make. Yeah, Eldrew, we have 6 players because a few players dropped out. So this space and this space normally would have players on them. That is not to be here. I'm going to add the overlay. This is a standard free-for-all, so they shouldn't bug out on us. And I want you all to be able to see how many villagers they have and, you know, all the statistics we normally look towards. Just slide this over to the left. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, I think we're going to have quite a long time. But I love the idea. Even if you've never seen this T90 Woo emote before, I think it's a cool idea. But maybe I'm biased. Roach says, Henk did say something really smart. Golden Stone only spawns if there's a player as well. So it could be played with fewer players. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because normally it's a concern when players drop out that there's then an empty space with lots of free Golden Stone. And then it's unfair. But in this case, it's not what has happened. It's a good point there. Mordland Cloudlord says, T90 official, I'm willing to bet this is going to YouTube. I'm willing to bet so as well. But I don't know until the game finishes and it goes through the long, lengthy review process that the T90 official board goes through to figure out if it goes to YouTube. Yes, that's right. We have a 12-person panel and they make decisions on if it gets uploaded or not. I would never joke with you guys. I'd never lie to you guys, so just trust me. I want to see what this wolf can do. 900 HP. I look menacing. I also would like to see someone with more than one. You have to get to the monument to train units from the monument, but there's a lot of build up here. I want to know. Tell me more. So you'll go with your standard fast castle. Half of the players now are on their way to the castle age. Some others are just slightly lagging behind. Can they transport to the enemy? No, I don't believe you can dock this. This is just deep water. Anyone who's ever played around with the scenario editor making their own maps has made a map with only deep water because it looks better. And then you finally got all hyped to play it with your friends. You start playing it, you realize you can't dock this. You can only dock shallow or medium water. So deep water is intentional, I think, to block the players off from attacking each other. Good questions, though. Good questions. Club Smash says T9 official is a 12-man panel, just Dave in various costumes. Yeah, pretty much. You got it. Nobody else was interested in being on the panel. There is no panel. For those that might have taken me seriously, there is no panel. Civilized, we have Chinese, Japanese, Saracens, Indians, Turks, and Goths. Wow, I like all these civs for King of the Hill. I like all these civs. Chinese, pretty strong. I guess it depends on just what technologies you can get to. If you can get to all your technologies, then in post-imp, I'd say Saracens is the best with Mamelukes, hand cannons, siege onager. They have virtually every option except for the night line. We'll find out soon enough. We will find out soon enough. Prince Fit says, hey T90, love your stream. After listening to your story about telling that girl to go halbs in your sleep, I discovered the same thing happened to your lookalike Justin Timberlake. He told his girl to go onagers when kissing her in the Cry Me a River video on YouTube. And then he links what I assume is the music video. And a certain... I'm not going to click that right now for obvious reasons, but yeah, I'll check that out later on, man. That's funny. That's funny. By the way, I assume most of you have heard the why are you making halbs, I'm not making knights story. There's now, I haven't officially announced it just yet, but I'll be selling t-shirts pretty soon that have that on it. I can show you a picture of this after the game if it reminds me. YouTube, I might forget, but I'll link the merchandise in the description if I remember. You can always remind me as well. I do pay attention to comments. Hi T90, just came home and here. You guys are trolls, man. I just came home and here from Grandma's field where we were collecting potatoes. I'm absolutely dead. Now I'm going to eat, rest, and watch your stream. That doesn't sound like a troll. Never mind. At first I heard Grandma's potatoes and I thought you were joking, but you could actually be collecting potatoes with your grandma. I used to collect berries with my grandmother growing up. Dude, can you hook me up with some potatoes, K-Con? I don't want everyone to do this, but I would totally take free potatoes over a Twitch subscription. Just from you, though. I don't want 1,400 people giving me potatoes. Pretty close game, guys. Their economies are pretty even. Just remember that these wolves in the center have special powers, and that was not revealed to us. We don't know what those powers are.
I declare
Jeez!
bankruptcy! Watch T90, eat salmon, have community games. I think it's a good evening. Keep the great community. Next game Forest nothing?
Bollator with $60 donation. Dude, I said potatoes. I didn't say dollars. Jeez. Very generous. Very generous from you, man. You guys have been crazy. I guess you guys are always crazy on community game days. I should stop being so surprised. But thank you, seriously, for all the support today, my friends. Bullnator, thank you. This would be the perfect moment to spam T90 Woo in the chat as well. As this is the T90 Woo map. Does this map look sick or what? This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it. I can't wait to see it get destroyed though. No offense to you, Mr. Emotes. I would like to see the Woo get chewed through. I'd like to see the nose of the wolf get chopped through, and I want to see some fights. This will be quite a long game, and I think because players had to chop through to get to the center, because there's so much gold and stone, and the relic for each person, I think that this will go late game with all the post-em technologies, so maybe, no doubt about it, should be favored in terms of his civ. I think in terms of skill, you have to look at Henk, you have to look at Wrath. No offense to Mr. Dash here, but Dash is... I mean, he's doing very well for someone who casts League of Legends for a living, but I just haven't seen enough games from Dash to know how he matches up to Wrath and to Henk. Wrath is 1800 Voobly, so he's one of the few dedicated subscribers who play at a pretty high level as well. In fact, I've played a few team games with him myself, so I think he'll be a real force to be reckoned with. Turbo, I actually am not sure yet how that pans out, but I think the answer is yes. I haven't looked at it just yet because we haven't had to deal with those decisions. I'll deal with that, I think, in a week's behind the scenes. So a good point from Eldry. I mean, potentially the spot from Wrath isn't the best because he has more wood to chop through, but I don't think that's a concern. I think everyone will get to the Imperial Age. Everyone can get Onager here. Actually, except for Turks. But, yeah, so that's unfortunate for Dash. So if you can research Onager and Wrath can, he can just chop through the trees. Dash can't do that. That's unfortunate. But you can use your palace to make those Saboteur wolves. And apparently the Saboteur wolves can explode trees. But for all but Henk here, this is brand new. Henk is the one who created this, so we'll probably see the best meta, if there is one, from Henk. The others, they might forget some of the bonuses, so that's just natural. It's a brand new map. But yeah, it took me about 5 minutes game time to read off all the settings, so I can imagine the players themselves, they wouldn't be able to check up on that. I did say if they needed to, they could pause the game to review it. Most people try and keep the show on the road, so they rarely will pause the game, which I can appreciate. Here we go. Nushio's making a few. Here's a Saboteur wolf. My guess is he can't garrison them. Yeah, you can't garrison them in the castle, or the palace, rather. And so he has to forage the berries to get them out. They're trapped. There's me, there's Tristan, and there we go, there's a Saboteur wolf. So let's see what kind of damage these puppies can do. I don't want to dog you guys down with all the wolf puns. Get it? How much damage these puppies can do? I can go on, but I'll stop for now. Henk the Super Nerd on his way to the Imperial Age alongside Holy Hearts. A Holy Heart is doing very well. 92 villager boom. With Indians, you can do that. And Holy Heart needs to chop through another layer of trees before he can start the countdown in the center. Oh, I just missed it. But I believe that the Saboteur wolf exploded that large chunk right there. Jeez, that was more than I expected. And remember, the wolves in the center apparently have magic powers. There's regular Gaia wolves, and then there's rabid wolves and there's dire wolves. There's lots of wolves. But I don't know if they attack Saboteur wolves. It might just attack units. Okay. We're getting answers, guys. We are getting answers. The dire wolves and the rabid wolves just sat there, but the regular wolves are attacking the Saboteur. Whoa! What? So hold on a second. I need to see this again. Wait, so regular wolves just die? Because it didn't get attacked. The regular Gaia wolves, it's like they bit the ass of the Saboteur wolf. They fell over and they exploded. So either that's what all the Gaia wolves will do, or when it bites the Saboteur wolf, it gets Saboteur rabies. I don't know. Now Henk, he's the guy who created the map, so he obviously knows what's going to happen here. And he's playing like a tryhard here. And whoa! Wait, so hold on a second. That was a regular Gaia wolf. It died and became a dire wolf. It's a Jesus wolf! And on the third day, he will rise. Does it never die? It's invincible? Alright, well, we're on like the 10th day now. Apparently that wolf will not die. Maybe it attacks villagers. Maybe if it moves off that spot, it will attack units and villagers. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no clue, guys. I have no clue. So, you are learning alongside me here. Holy Heart is getting onager, and he will cut through. And he will encounter some wolves here in a moment. This wolf continues to get wrecked. And is barely dead a second before he comes back. So we've seen exploding wolves. We've seen respawning wolves. What next? Flying wolves? Also, we have not seen what the Tristans can do. The Tristan wolves, for those just getting here, it's basically your king. When you have control of the monument, you can train more of them. Yellow now has started the countdown. He could, it's expensive, but he could train another one. Apparently, they're very strong. And apparently, they're decent casters as well, but I wouldn't say that. Maybe if Henk kills this one 100 times, he gets a special power-up. I don't know. So many possibilities. This is why they don't let me create maps, because my ideas are too wild. Maybe only Tristan can kill the Jesus wolves. Oh, that's possible. Is that what we're calling it now, Twitch chat? We're calling them Jesus wolves now? I can roll with that. Wait, did that thing die? I think it was right here, right? Yeah, I'm almost certain that it will attack your villagers, and once it leaves that point, and you kill it, it will not respawn. Let's get the F's in the chat for Jesus. Oh, that's Henk's Tristan. Okay, it's so weird talking about myself. That's me. Or maybe Tristan killed Jesus. Don't clip that and let my parents hear that I said Tristan kills Jesus. They're a very religious family. They would... Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! What is this? What is this? Well, no wonder I could kill Jesus. Jesus can't do that. What was he... What was that? Jesus ain't got nothing on me. What is that thing? I need to see this again. Is he... What is he breathing here? Had some range on there as well. Are those fireballs? It's like little rocks. You know, those are hairballs. That's what it is. Those are hairballs. Okay. So he's shooting the hairballs at his fellow wolves. This is wild. This is wild. Well, Henk is luckily putting on a show here, is to give us an idea of what these wolves can do. Am I able to control group myself? Oh, nice. It also has the hotkey, so I can figure out which wolf is which. Nice. Because if Henk loses this, he's dead. Also, Yellow's training another Tristan. So, Yellow had control of the monument. I believe it's 900 food, 300 gold to train another Tristan. And he's done that now. So, back at home, he has one. A few Saboteurs. But here comes his second one. In a moment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you were to clip the part where I said, I like that Tristan's killing Jesus or something, sent that, and my parents were to see it, they'd be like, that joke's not funny. Like, sorry, Mom. 700 people disagree. They think it's hilarious. Nushio is building guard towers as Japanese. Okay. He wants to protect his wolves, and yep, there I am. Running back to his base now. Elite Chukonu, Heavy Scorpion, Onager, and Wolves. Henk is making a push. How's Dash doing? Oh, Dash can't get through, man. Dash needs to use Trebs, I guess, to cut through. He has lots of hand cannons. But he's Turks, he doesn't get Onager. It's so unfortunate. These wolves are still respawning. Where's Tristan at? Get Tristan over here to deal with these Jesus wolves. Luckily, the dire wolves don't do all that much damage. The scorpions keep missing. Do scorpions not kill them? This is crazy, man. Just imagine what will happen when he runs through this whole pack. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's gonna lose some units to these wolves. Oh! Some exploding wolves! They keep respawning. This is... I'm pretty sure this is against the rules. Pick a different server. These guys are just... What is this? Spawn cheating or whatever? I guess it's kind of different. Oh, man. Well, this is why the T90 Woo emote was made. Jeez. Henk made Scorpions, he made Elite Chukonu, and he's still losing everything to these wolves. And he's the map creator as well, so this should not come as a huge surprise to him. He thought he had enough to deal with it, apparently not. And now he's training another one of me. So maybe you need to get, maybe you need to get the Tristans out there. You know what? What I do like is that you have to use your king to fight, in a sense. And normally your king is just protected. And, okay, Dash is used to Saboteur wolves. Nice. And your king's protected, and then someone has to go into your base to kill them. Well, here you almost need your king, which is that wolf, to kill these other wolves. And we've yet to see how much damage they do in the attack versus actual units as well, so... Henk now has 23 losses. Can we get some T90 Woos and T90 Rex in the chat? Now, I wonder if you could place a house or a palisade over top of where the wolf will spawn to block it. Because Henk is just sitting here, and the wolves continue to spawn. Oh! No doubt about it, has his Saboteur wolves now in the south. He has a large economy. He's blowing his way towards the center. 378 years now. Henk was the first to get there. Well, not the first to get there, but he's there currently. Let's see how Dash deals with the dire wolves. Not too bad. Not too bad. Everybody has resources. Yellow's trying to work his way towards the center now. He might run into No Doubt About It. No Doubt About It has Siege Onager and Wolves. I like it. There's got to be tricks to it, though. I want to know just how often these wolves respawn and how you stop them from respawning. Maybe the dire wolves always respawn. Maybe you can't do anything about it because the only wolves I see still here are dire wolves. Henk looped around with a few Chukunu, and he's forcing Nushio back. Nushio's trying to build up his Japanese infantry. Alright, there's the Tristan for Dash. Damn. Was that friendly fire right there? Hold on a second. This must be a pain to play, man. Yeah, see, this is... I figured it out. This is a dire wolf here. Oh, friendly fire! Theirs must be powerful if that's friendly fire. Dash has killed more of his own hand cannons than he has wolves. Can you build over this, though? That's what I want to know. Can you build over that so they can't spawn? He keeps killing his own units here. This is wonderful. Alright, well, let's look at the compositions. We have Elite Elephant Archer and Imperial Camel for Holy Heart. There's wolves everywhere. In the south, we have Elite Mameluke and Siege Onager for no doubt about it. Nushio is still building up. I think he'll be going with the infantry and ranged units the Japanese offer. Of all the civs here, I'd say Japanese lack the firepower more than any. Just because they don't have, they still have as much. I don't want to harp on too much about that. Henk is going with the Chukanus, Scorpions, Rams, Onagers. Chinese can do everything. And then Wrath will go for infantry spam, I assume. However, he has a lot of skirms right now, which I find interesting as Goths. And he's trying to deal with the wolves. Oh, man. Dire circumstances for Wrath as he's trying to get through, and he'll run right into Dash. Compare the kills and then the deaths, guys, and that will tell you just how many wolves got kills this game. Oh, and here come the Imperial Camels, and Imp Camels should clean up all the Scorpions. Henk is going to regret coming forward so soon. There's no Tristan wolves out here. I'd love to see the Tristan. Oh, that's a Tristan! That's a Tristan, and damn is he fast. He's got wheels. Run. Run. It's the Usain Bolt of wolves. I was going to make a comment earlier on how the Tristan wolves were slow, but that's not the case. Oh! I believe Henk has another one, but it's still important to hold on to this. And geez, on 15 HP he survives. And now we can see the damage these wolves do. I think it's decent. Oh! Oh, Henk lost it. Henk lost it. And so he must have another one. Wait, that was intentional? He said perfect placement. That's smart if it was intentional. It turns into a relic. Alright. So calculated from Henk. I thought for sure that was just because he was running away like that. I thought for sure that that was a mistake. Dash has built bombard towers. He has hand cannons. He needs to be careful. Oh, Dash. Woo! That could have been much worse, man. Dash just getting out of there before no doubt about it can kill his hand cannons. He killed a few, but could have been worse. You know, I think Wrath needs to cut through the trees. To make life easier for both him and Dash, he needs to cut through the trees. Because it's just not going to work out. He might be able to kill Dash eventually, but by the time he gets through Dash, I think that others will have a pretty good shot at winning it. Because there's only 270 years remaining now, so yeah, these wolves continue to respawn. It's really annoying for the players, as you can see. Now, Dash will have to address this with something other than hand cannons. Because skirms and bombard cannons And capped rams does counter his hand cannons. And that's all he has. Red, he's pulled back for now. His Imperial Camels and Elephant Archers are waiting to move in. And yellow has Saboteur Wolves, which I'd like to see used as petards. And light cav and skirmishers right now. Oh, Henk has walled in this one dire wolf. Okay. So Henk has 2 relics. He has 10,000 gold. And he's making Saboteur Wolves. So I want to look towards him to see what he's doing. Because he is the one who created this map. Yeah, he's massing quite a few of these Saboteur Wolves. Henk's only Tristan remaining is here, by the way. Right next to the palace. If he loses that, he's dead. That goes for anyone who only has 1 Tristan Wolf remaining. If you lose that, you are dead. Yeah, I think Dash is in trouble. Wrath started with the skirmishers, now he'll mix in the Huskarls. Huskarls aren't ideal versus hand cannons, but once you mix in the rams and the bombard cannons, it's a very good situation for Goths. Yeah, so just a matter of how he will lose these hand cannons, I think. Actually, I shouldn't say that. That's rude of me to say. I shouldn't say that. He has resources. He can fight this back. He almost has to go Cavalier. Cavalier and or Hussar. Oh, Champions is interesting. I guess you could go Champion, but it's a little bit too late to tech switch now. He needs to make sure he doesn't get housed. And he needs to be very careful with this army. This army's just stranded in the middle. No doubt about it said that the wolf sound would haunt him forever. Yeah, well. I kind of like it, so. I'm beginning to feel like a rap goth. Rap goth. Rap goth instead of rap god. I see what you did there, Chess Learning. If thanks, thank you for the prime sub, man. Okay, the wolf sound is getting to be a bit annoying. I agree. I agree. I can understand what he was saying now. Dash is still trying to hold on. He's panicking big time. He's housed. He's losing production buildings. It's not looking good for him. He's getting attacked by wolves in the center. He's lost 100 units. Most of which was probably to wolves. He cannot deal with these elite elephant archers with hand cannons. Elephant archers will clean up hand cannons. I think Dash is going to be the first one to go down here. And Henk is defeated! Henk was defeated! His Tristan died! I saw a signal a moment ago from Henk. He said no, and I assumed that he was being attacked, but I did not assume he would lose his wolf. The creator of the map crashes out with 9,900 gold in the bank. Nushio snuck through with Japanese light cav of all things. That had to have been unexpected. Let's get some Fs in the chat. Nushio kills the last wolf that Henk had remaining, and Henk is probably regretting letting me die for financial gain. Because he had one more of me, and he just let him die. That's what you get for saying my death is perfect placement, Henk. Oh my god! Look at this thing! No doubt about it, has his Tristan. He has to be careful. Why is Dash not attacking with these? Dash, kill it. Oh! Dash! Kill the wolf, man! That was not ideal. That was not ideal. He must have forgotten that turns into a demo. In fact, he wouldn't have even known, in all honesty. There's so much friendly fire going on. No doubt about it, what are you doing? Guys, be careful. Be careful. The wolves explode. Don't kill your own Mamelukes. Be careful, guys. Oh, I can't look away. No doubt about it is going to do it again, isn't he? Oh, These Mamluks are so weak. If he does it again, he'll lose them. He'll lose them all. You know what? The wolves being in the middle, like that means that he'll eventually lose all these Mamluks. If he were to sit here for 2 hours, he would come back and all of his Mamluks would be dead. Because the wolves never stop spawning. That was an amazing demo on Dash's hand cannons, and now Dash is dead. Where is his king at? His king is here. Oh, okay, he has his wolf in the center. So, this is pretty much all that remains for him. And he's also attacking No Doubt About It's wolf. No Doubt About It's been pretty bold here. And he'll lose that, and it will explode. So I believe that... it's hard to keep track of the wolves, but I believe he's been training these from the center. Yeah, he is, so he can just use them as demos, essentially. But he's also giving relics to his opponents when he does that, so he has to be careful. Oh, the destruction! So worth it for yellow. He arrives with a few light cav, and No Doubt About It kills so many of his own units. Oh man. But No Doubt About It has a monument control, 140 years. I want to check up on Dash again. Yeah, here's Dash's king, or his Tristan, or his wolf. He's trying to save himself, but he's getting gutted. You know what? He might be able to survive, in all honesty, because all of his barracks are queued up with champs. It's possible, but it's unlikely that he'll win the game at this rate. Siege Rams, Siege Onagers, and Mamelukes, for No Doubt About It. Henk is dead, and yellow, as much as I've liked his attempts with the light cav, he needs something else. If you have gold, you do not want to be going with skirms. I think Arbalest, Trebuchets even, Arbalest, Trebuchets, Onagers, Samurai. Pretty much the opposite of what he's doing currently. You don't need trash if you have gold units. Gold units are always better than trash. Wrath could definitely win with Goths. Red could win with Indians. And everyone has resources. And Red is going to get a few more relics now. A relic that, No Doubt About It, gifted him. See, Mamelukes look extremely strong in this situation. I'm not convinced with them, though. I still think the fire rate is too slow. So, while I might be speaking from an expert player point of view, I still feel like this will get overrun, as long as players go in and fight. Mamelukes fire too slow. Like, they're a good unit, but they're not what they used to be. Nucio, he did go for the snipe earlier. No Doubt About It's Tristan is just sitting right here. Again, it's really weird to say my name like that, but if he could run in with the Saboteurs, maybe that's what he used for his Hank. Run in with the Saboteur wolves and kill that thing. That would be impressive. Dash says rip friends, and he bows out. Wrath, he'll now focus on the center, as is Holy Heart. And the Holy Heart arrives. He'll kill Siege Onagers. Will he restart the countdown? He will. So again, I think Mamelukes are just so weak at the moment in the current balance. That's a lot of Rams from No Doubt About It. He gets control of the center again. I think eventually, once he doesn't have that Ram meat shield, Mamelukes will not be enough for him. I would love for them to be enough, but I'm not convinced, especially since Wrath will start the Goth spam soon. Now, Wrath could run directly into Holy Heart as well, right? It helps to get Bloodlines. No doubt about it, we'll have a little bit more HP soon. And he said, Wolo Kingdoms versus AOC 11. Yeah, he's pointing out the fact that AOC balance for Mamelukes is... Well, so the difference for those wondering is in AOC, Mamelukes had a lot less of a delay with their fire. Now these Mamelukes, at least in my opinion and many others' opinions, they fire a bit too slow. So they are tanky, but You can't expect to have that many rams in front at all times. Actually, maybe you can. He's spamming them. If he keeps it up, it's possible. Yeah, Rectorino, I think the demo wolves are just a bit awkward because you have to go to the palace to create them. And also, we haven't seen what the demo wolves can really do versus units yet. Someone needs to take the risk. The one wolf earlier which exploded. The one which, if you're talking about an actual demo ship, not the Saboteur wolf. See, here we go. Here are Saboteur wolves. But the demo wolf, that was a Tristan. That was a wolf that was created from the monument. So yeah, I guess that was one Saboteur wolf. And a bunch of dire wolves. Henk, if it's possible to have different wolves, it would make it a little bit easier to distinguish between them. Like, maybe make the hero wolf a little bit bigger, if that's possible. Holy Heart doing a great job here. And he will push, no doubt about it, out of the center. There is no doubt about it. And here comes Nucio with... He's like, wait, hold on a second. I don't know if I want to stay here. Light Cav, Knights, and here are the Saboteurs. I want to see one explode next to units. So not only are they attacking, but they'll explode when they die. We'll have to wait for one to die. Not bad. It's really not bad. And there's just wolves everywhere! There are wolves everywhere. And I think Yellow made a mistake. Yellow attacked the wrong guy. Yellow attacked Red. Red does not have control of the middle. Gray's coming from the back side. Holy Heart says Gray wrong direction. Unfortunately, the mouth of the wolf in the T90 Wu symbol has made this complicated for Wrath. He's almost forced to come this direction unless he cuts a new path. So maybe it will be just Wrath and Teal pretty soon.
Since more than a year now. Wish you all the best and keep it going, will you?
Here comes Yellow with no defense upgrades on his skirms. I mean, it helps, but just imagine what an SO or Saboteur could do. Teal doesn't have a lot remaining in the middle. 30 years remaining. He's spamming from the stables little by little, but he'll lose control of this. I'm pretty certain of that now. And Wrath, who killed Dash earlier, he should be favored. He is the Goth spam. He has resources. He doesn't have Dash running into him. Dash's dead units are still dealing with wolves. Feels bad, man. Yellow, he's not a big threat. And Teal, he exhausted so many resources into that. And I don't think that he can push this back now. Red is being cut off. And seeing as Henk is dead, it's going to be real tough to deal with Wrath here. Well, Shakhtar, I think Mamelukes and AOC were overpowered. Like Mangadai, they were overpowered. But I think they went too far in the direction of nerfing them. I think they should have gone like half and half. I think there was a 0 frame delay and then they changed it to 5. They should have changed it to 2 or 3 in my opinion. Look at these dire wolves, man. Oh god! The wolves just continue. He must have had these wolves chasing him around the whole map. And the wolves just respawn. So how do you get rid of them, man? There's more wolves than enemy military here for Wrath. Okay, maybe the play is to attack Red with this army, so when your army dies, the wolves attack Red. I don't know. Just wall them in. Yeah, how are you gonna do that, man? How are you gonna wall these things in? Do you know how difficult that would be? That would be insanely difficult. And no doubt about it, says Halbs versus Mams is just not fair. Come on, guys. And as a counter argument to that, no doubt about it, you could have easily gone for something else as Saracens. Trust me, I love Mamelukes. I just didn't have faith in them to win the game here. I was correct about that. No doubt about it, doesn't have gold to transition into anything else. It's pretty much on Nucio now. And I think if Nucio was going with Samurai, there'd be a lot of potential here. But he's not going with Samurai. He's the only one queuing up the Saboteurs. But he's going with mainly Halbs and Skirmishers. That's not going to work versus the God spam. Wrath now coming forward. He'll build a castle in the center. Wrath has the most kills this game. The second place is probably Gaia with all the wolves. But I'm not seeing anything that makes me think that Wrath will lose this, guys. He's played extremely well this game. I do feel a bit bad for Dash, though. It's the first time he's been on the stream and able to play for a while, and then he just gets killed off like that, but it's how it goes. It's how it goes. And it's always Goths. Dash was Goths in the one YouTube upload, and this time around Dash was against Goths. Interesting. Can we get some T90 boys in the chat for the halb spam from Wrath? Because this is how to play it. This is how you need to play Goths. Forward production buildings, constant spam. Rams in the center, 37 years remaining. He has I almost said 300 food. 30,000 food in the bank. He has the wood in the bank he'd need as well.
17 months was a waste of my life, Copper.
Drunk Croat, like a true moderator, says that his 17 months of subbing to the stream is a waste of his life. Feels bad, man. Thank you for 17. Waja, thank you for 13 as well. I'll catch up with you guys more in a few. Those camels, they did not stand a chance. And I don't think anyone stands a chance against Wrath. I think he's won the game. Unless someone kills his wolf, actually. Which is right there, but Henk is dead and Dash is dead, so there's no possibility that that will happen. Yeah, Yellow would have to be making a cut for it now. So Nushio has the right idea now. He's going into champions, and Japanese champions could have fought this earlier. But with only 17 years remaining, I think it's too late for him now. But as a general rule of thumb, when you're playing, if you have gold, spend the gold. Going with trash is not the best play. Especially against Huskarls. I think regardless of the Civ, Wrath would have won this if he played this out. Because he's been pretty dominant here. He killed Dash. He's been keeping Red out of the center. And it definitely helps that Teal ran out of resources. Teal's going to try and make a move here. And he'll go hand cannons and rams. Okay. Holy Heart calls the GG. Wrath calls the GG as he's getting attacked by mainly wolves in the center. The onagers will not be enough for Nushio, and that is the end of the game. Cool game. Cool game. I think once Goths gets built up like this, you need to focus less on getting to the middle and more on killing their forward production buildings. Maybe if Red had gone for full hand cannon or something, full hand cannon and Hussar, he could have killed the production buildings and cut Wrath off from the center. But, you know, it was a pretty solid game overall. Everyone saw action. Teal had huge amounts of military, as did Dash, as did Henk, as did Nushio, as did Wrath. In the end, it just came down to Wrath eliminating one person to the left of him. Person on the right just happened to be killed off anyhow, so he had no one to disrupt him there, and then he just steamrolled through the gap. I want to do that again at some point. What do you think about the idea? What do you think about the map? I mean, we might need to take a break. A lot of people are saying they're happy that the wolf sound isn't going on any longer, but it's an interesting idea, right? Very chaotic, yeah. I really need someone to clip the Dash explosion. Because at that point, Dash had probably... I don't even know if the settings originally that we read off specified that those wolves would turn into a demo and explode. But, anyway, he was probably surprised by that. The poor guy. He's losing his whole eco, and then his hand cannons exploded like that in the front. That was pretty funny, man. Is there a wolf sounds mod? Do you guys want me to make a sounds mod that you can use for Voobly, where I'll just record myself going woo woo woo, and then every time a wolf attacks, it will then be my voice saying woo 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 instead? Okay. I've also considered doing a taunt pack. Sorry, I can't stop eating these grapes. A taunt pack with Dave and I. So Dave and I would alternate through the different taunts. So I'd probably have the more serious ones, like yes. And then for no, Dave would be like, no. You know, the whiner he is. Yeah, I could do that. I've been thinking about doing that stuff for a long time. I just kind of forgot about it. There's a KD for you. Wrath with more kills, of course. Gold collected. No doubt about it. With way more gold, I do feel bad for this guy. Because he went with one of my favorite units. They're just not strong enough right now. Hashtag soon. They will be buffed in the future. Hopefully.